Hey friends, it's Lori. Welcome back to The Generous Pour, where we're saving smarter, spending intentionally, and pouring into the life we love. I cannot believe we are already at week number 4 of November. Like, how did that happen? Tomorrow felt far away, and now suddenly we're here staring down Thanksgiving week. My kids are coming home, and our little road trip to Virginia, it's all happening. It feels like we've been in the planning mode and the saving mode, and now it's like what we've saved for is happening, and I am ready for it. So anyway, today we are doing our classic Friday routine. I'm unstuffing the wallet from week number 3, rolling over any leftover into my overflow or games, depending on what I see we have. And then cash stuff, week number 4, from my overflow, because you know me, I don't like to mix my weeks. We are a bi-weekly paid family, and keeping week 1 and 2 separate just keeps me sane. It's just a mental thing for my brain to look into my wallet and know that the week that's in my wallet is for that week and not for 2 weeks. So anyway, I swear finishing out November feels like a marathon. The planning, the prepping, the grocery lists, the random runs to get different things, and then suddenly it's here. And it honestly reminds me of cash stuffing. And I'm gonna grab my envelopes while I'm chatting. But it reminds me of cash stuffing, the same energy. It feels like $5 here, $10 there, or whatever you have. Whatever you have, it doesn't matter, because you think this isn't moving the needle at all. But then you keep showing up consistently, even on the weird weeks, even when life is busy, which it feels like it's incredibly busy right now. And time does that magic thing where tomorrow becomes today. And you look back and realize, wait, I actually built something here. So it's fun. It's fun to sort of see it all happening because you've been doing it for so long. Anyway, it's fun for me. So here are my envelopes, and let me grab my budget binder. And this is my budget binder. And so we are going to be unstuffing what I spent on my credit card this week. So I do spend for cash. I keep these in my wallet, but I also do spend on my credit card because life is, just that way. And I just want to make sure that I'm not adding any more debt to what we already have. And so I keep track of it, and then I pull it from my envelopes and I pay it back. So let's get started. Let's pull Pearl. So Pearl is our Siberian Husky, and I keep her money in here every week. So she gets $30 a week for food, grooming, whatever Pearl needs is this $30. And I keep it in here, even though I usually spend it on my credit card. This is my overflow binder. I just like to keep track of it every week to make sure that, we're spending the right amount and doing what we need to do. So let's jump into groceries. And so groceries, I went twice. So 187 and 72. So I need 259. So I have 100, 250. So 250. So now I need 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So we have 50, 61, 62, 63, and 64. Wow, we have a lot actually. 50, 64. Let's unstuff it before we roll anything over and see what we have. There were a lot of sales, a lot of different things that I took advantage of this week, and we had some things in our freezer, and so I didn't have to spend as much as I usually do. Spending is 14 and 11, so that's going to be 25. And let's see here. So 10 and 1. Actually, I'll do a 10 and a 5 and bring back a 1. No, you know what I'm going to do? Yeah, I'll do that. Was that right? Hopefully that was right. And I don't think that I was supposed to take back a 1. A 10 and a 5. I actually think I'm supposed to put 4 more 1s in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we're going to see if this works out at the end. Hopefully it does, because I have absolutely no idea what I just did. I don't know. I had a little brain meltdown. So spending and spending. Okay, and then now we are going to do out and about. And out and about is our category. It used to be dining out, but I merged dining out, date night, anything that is out and about. We didn't household. So out and about is this envelope. So it's 40. So I'll put a 50 and take back a 10. Yep. And we'll keep this like this. So we have 3 10s. So now out and about is done. Out and about, and out and about. I picked up, for one night this week, I picked up a little pre-made lasagna, like a 2-person lasagna for me and my husband, just to make things easier. It was like, usually I cook, but this week or 2 nights ago, I was like, I cannot cook. Do you ever get to a point where you're like, you're doing everything, and then it's like, you're just going to phone it in. Phone it in. Okay, so now let's get into our binders, and we're going to jump into our high priority binder, and we are going to take out of wellness and health. So, wellness. Actually, here's health. So let's do health first. Health is going to get 25. And health has 130. So we will take out 25, and it's going to leave us 105. I need to update this tracker because where is my little shoot? Okay, so I'm just going to take out 25 because I had another doctor's appointment, and that was my copay. So we'll just put this in the back. And so we have 105 in here. $25 is our copay for pretty much everything health-wise, and there are 5 of us in the family. So I like to, my goal is to keep $500 in here, and I haven't been able to do it because we've just had last end of the year, things that you want to do, mammograms, go get your mammograms, ladies, things like that. And so I'm just trying to we're trying to check all the boxes before the new year rolls around. So wellness is going to get 100. So we have 100 here. There's a community event in our town, and, whoops, so this is going to go 33. So we should have 33 left in here. Yep. And I pay for my ticket to have a holiday, sort of a holiday tea with my girlfriends. And so I took that out of wellness. And then that's going to go there. And then 15 is going to come out of my celebrations binder. And let's get that. So we are going to pull 15. So we're going to do 10 and 5. And let's do this, minus 15. And so it's going to be 45. And that's exactly what's left. And my goal on this one is to have 500, but life happens and we keep having to pull out of this, and which is great because that's what I have it for. But I haven't been able to kind of keep an amount in there. So let's count this up. So now we are done. And so we should have, let me put my pen away. 30 plus 25 plus 187. So we're taking back 494, and then what I'm going to do is this is in my high yield savings account, and what I will do is I will transfer it into my checking account, this amount. So it's 1, 20, 30, and 40. So minus 140. So, and these are, it's wellness, celebrate, and health. And those are the ones that will transfer over to pay our credit card. So now we should have 354 here, hopefully, if I didn't mess that up. So we have 1, 2, 3, 20, 30, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Okay, so I knew I was missing 5. I knew I didn't put enough in there. And so it wasn't out and about, it was my spending. So I owe this one $5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now let's count it. Yeah, I don't know why I was like, oh, I'm going to take out this amount. And in my head, I did it. In my real life, I didn't. So we should have, so we have 120, so we have 300, and so we should have 54, 20, 30, 40, 142, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51. Whoops, that's 20, 35, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 49, 50, 51, 52. So we need $2 more. Jeez. And it's exactly what's in here. So we are taking back $354. This is going to go transferred. And so I will put this into my back to the bank envelope, which I keep in here. So this will go back to the bank, and then it'll transfer. I will make a payment on my credit card. This is just a good way to be able to still use your credit card, but also not accumulate any extra debt. So that is going to do it for that. So let's go now to November, and I'm going to go to my, this is my wallet tracker. So what I like to do with this is, I'll take this out, is go through my categories and see what I spent. And so we budgeted $350, and we have 50, 61, 62, 63, and 64. So 350 minus 64. So I spent, let me grab my pen, 286. And so we have 50, 64. We have 64 left. And I actually might roll, now let's see what we have left. I might roll some of this into savings challenges at the end. So spending, we have nothing, so we spent everything. This is just a nice way to keep track of what you spend, because sometimes I'll be like, oh, I didn't spend anything, and then my envelope is 0, and so clearly I did. It just makes you intentional and mindful of what you're actually spending. So out and about, we have $30 left, so that means we spent 45. We have actually a lot of money left this week. Last weekend, my son came home, where they put up the Christmas tree, we ate in, and so we didn't really go out and spend anything. Household has 1, and look at that dollar. That is definitely, that actually needs to go back to the bank. So I'm going to trade this dollar for a nicer dollar. Let's pull this out. I'm going to take this dollar, give a nice dollar for my savings challenges, and take this yucky dollar back to the bank. Do you guys do that? Do you guys save your yucky dollars for transacting? Boy, that was a nasty dollar. Okay, so home had $1. So we're going to say 49 we spent, and we had $1 left. Took it down to the wire on that one. Generosity, we have nothing left. I like to spend that usually, it's only usually $10. And so it's just small giving, little micro giving. Pearl is in here. And, oh, wait a minute. I already took Pearl out. So yes, we don't have anything. So Pearl, we spent all of it. And that's 0. And then buffer, we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that means we spent 15. I've been trying to not lean into my buffer, because in the last couple of weeks I have. And so that's what's good about this, is you're like, where have I been taking a lot of money out of? What have I been, if I'm constantly taking my $25 buffer for home, then I should probably increase my home envelope. So I'm going to put that right there. And so now we have 64 plus 1 plus 30 plus 10. So we have 105 left, which is crazy. That's like, I think, the most we've had in a very long time. So I am going to, what I think I'm going to do, since we are traveling next week, I am going to put $50 from my groceries back into, whoops, yeah, 50. I'm going to do 50 into my groceries and just keep that in sort of a buffer, because I don't know what I'm going to be needing. I'm trying to we are driving down to Virginia, and I'm going to try and pre-buy everything, or pre-make, but you never know what I'm going to need down there. And so I'm just going to make sure I have enough. And if I have leftover, great. If I don't, great too. So anyway, now let's stuff week number 4. And since this is an off paycheck week, we're pulling from what I do is when we get paid, I put week number 1 into my envelopes and week number 2 goes into my overflow so that I'm not spending it or seeing it. And so when week number 2, the second week comes, it keeps everything just clean and intentional, and I can I love a fresh start in my envelopes. So I love kind of the weekly check-in, the weekly spending. And so if you're kind of spiraling or overspending in your first week, it's like you have a time to kind of come back together, reset, and kind of make things right again. So anyway, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 50, 470, 490, 510, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 600, 5, 10, and 15. So we have $615 going into my wallet. And I'm only cooking for the girls one day next week. But again, you know, I am covering Thanksgiving. So although I have my money in my sinking funds to cover it. So we'll see. I might be coming back with everything in my grocery envelope for next week, and all will be right with the world. So it'll be interesting to see sort of how it plays out, because I am stuffing the holiday, but I am also continuing to stuff my categories like it is a regular week, which it isn't. So anyway, $350 is going into my wallet, and we're going to do 2 5s. So let's just make sure we have that. So we have 100, 200, 3, 20, 30, 40, and 50. And I like to play with the weekly spinner with my grocery money. And so we are going to do that. And it just kind of takes a little extra off your, you know, your savings. It's just a little extra savings every month. So we're going to go right here, and it's going to be 7. So I will put 2 5s and take 7, 8, 9, and 10. And take that back. And I always put it back into my game. So now we have 300 and 20, 30, 43. So we have 343. And let me write this on here. We've gotten 7 a lot lately. So this is my weekly spinner by Studio Budget. Love this game. I don't know if I'm going to be doing something different in the new year, but I really do enjoy doing that one. So let's put our money into grocery. And actually we have this rollover 50. So we'll just go like this. I don't know. It's like the first holiday, you know, that I'm really sticking to this budget and cash stuffing. And I just want to make sure that I'm covered. So my spending is going to get 75. So it's going to get 50, 60, 70, and 5. And with my spending, I like to do the primary challenge by Budget with Ira. And let's see what this week is going to be 15. We're saving 15. So we're going to put $15 in of my spending money. And we can take that off. So now my spending money is going to be $60 for the week. So I guess it's good that I put that extra money in my groceries. Okay, we are going to do household is going to get 50. It gets $50 every week. And that's for toilet paper. I would love, I think in the new year, to kind of build this up a little bit so that when toilet paper goes on sale, or, you know, anything around my house, shampoo, whatever we need, laundry detergent, that I can stock up on it, because right now we just don't do that. And with prices the way they are, it's beneficial when things go on sale to make sure that we're maybe pre-buying it so that it doesn't cost us an arm and a leg in the long run. So Out and About is going to get 75. And with Out and About, I like to, so when I place orders, I get these little scratch offs. And so, we are going to scratch this off, and that's how much we're going to save. Let's grab my little scratcher tool. Woo! Oh, I thought that was 15. So it's 10. And so this is a Stuff More. I made these, and then I put a little thing over it, so I don't even know what's what's in them. So I just made a couple of extra, and then I got these from some orders that I placed, little freebies. And so we're going to put $10 in here. And so now my Out and About has $65 for the week. I literally can't believe we're at the end of November almost. I mean, it's mind-blowing. Okay, so now we're going to go, Generosity is going to get 2 5s. I like to keep it, this is sort of extra tips, or if I want to buy a friend coffee or tickets, car wash tickets. Although it's winter, it's not going to be a car wash ticket. But if someone's, you know, if we go someplace and they're selling pizza or, you know, there's a fundraiser, we want to be able to participate in it. So I like to do that. So Buffer is going to get 25. Put that in there. And then the last $30 goes to Pearl, and I just keep it in my overflow binder. So we're going to put $30 in here, and that is, her food hasn't really gone up. Kind of the only thing in our life right now that hasn't gone up, but I'm expecting it in the new year. So yay. I love, love, love when my wallet is filled. It just feels so wonderful. It's just like a fresh start, a fresh week. I'm going to be actually taking my Thanksgiving and fall envelopes with me to Virginia because everything there is planned spending. And that is my love language for the holidays. So, you know, it's like low stress, no surprises, and knowing the money is already set aside. That is the cash stuffing gift. So I am excited to, right after Thanksgiving, I'm going to be shifting into my winter challenges. I'm not doing major revamps, just a couple of tweaks to keep things fresh and kind of getting rid of some things that haven't been working for me. I like to keep the motivation alive without buying a whole new binder system. Small changes, cozy vibes, and easing into the new year. So anyway, let's do this very quickly. We will get into my savings challenges. So we have, let's see what we have. This is the most we've ever had. So let's organize this money. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, and 72. We have $72 going into our savings challenges, and I am pumped because this binder only gets love from my weekly spending. So I think we might have, yes, I put a little paper clip here so that I know where we left off. So we're going to pull this one, and this one is Take What You Need by Cash But Cute. Love this challenge. And last week we couldn't do anything, so we have 8 plus 7. I'm going to finish this challenge. We're going to put 15 in. I'm a terrible, I say this everyone. I'm a terrible colorer. This one's Health, which is so wonderful. I love this challenge. And then this is Fun, because you can't forget about fun. It's like even with cash stuffing, it's like you got to build in some fun or you'll stop doing it. And so just these are such great reminders. So we're going to put $15 into this challenge, and we are going to finish it. So yay. So now we have $55, and this one is done. So we're going to put this one back here. And this binder right here is such a slow burner, the whole thing, even with little challenges in it because of the leftovers. It could get $3 one week, it could get $20 the next week, it could get no dollars the week after that. So it's just whatever I try to save. Okay, this one is The Savings Keeps On Growing from We Got This Studio, and this is going to save us $50. And I think we have 20, 30, 1, 32, 33, and 34. So we need $16 in this one, which is weird. So 16, so we're going to put it in. We're going to do 15 and 16, so we're going to finish this challenge. And I'm actually not even going to color it because I'm going to have to take it off anyway. So we are going to do, I'm excited to finish some of these, especially since this is our last one for the month. So 20, 30, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50. So exciting. Since we have so much money, I'm giving some of these challenges that don't ever get any love, some love. And then this one's going to be a while because we just started it. So we're going to put 10, let's do 15 in this one. So we will do this one. And this one's going to be, we're not going to finish it today. So far we have 10, 20, 30. So we have $30. And this one is from Abundant Budgets. I love this challenge. It's so pretty. Scorpio. Since we're in Scorpio season, at least for, gosh, I don't even know for how much longer. Okay, so we're going to go back to the beginning. And this one is the vending machine. And let's grab, I think it's this one. This, we can go like this. Pink. This 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we have $20 over here. So let's go again. Red. Dang it. I knew that was going to happen. We keep getting red. So now I'm going to, I'll put this 5 back and we'll take the 2 10s. So now we have $220 in this one. You know what? I'm gonna go again on this one. Let's just keep this money here. Let's hope for a low number. Blue. So that's gonna be 10. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm putting $5 more in here. I'm gonna put $5 more in this one. And I'm gonna do another pink. And I'm gonna grab, from my personal money this week, I'm gonna grab another 10. I'm kind of cheating because I want this one, I wanna be able to reallocate this. So we're gonna do yellow. So we're gonna do 2 yellows. 1, 2, and now this one is complete. Because we are gonna put 2 yellows in here. So we have 51, 52, 10, 20, 30, 1, 32, 33, 34, and 35. $235 from the vending machine from Bethany Budgets. That's crazy. I feel like I've been doing this one forever because, like I said, these I just don't ever have enough money to. So I'm going to put this one off to the side. I don't have enough money to ever complete it. So now we have $1 left, and I don't think. Oh, actually, you know what? This one. So this is Admit 1, Ellie on Earth, and I can scratch off $1, which is what I'm going to do. So this one saved us 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14 so far. And it's going to save us $55. So that was awesome. I'm so excited that we were able to save as much as we did this week. This was the first time I've ever been able to put as much money as I did into my binder, into this binder. So that is exciting. If you are stuffing along with me and you feel like your progress is slow or small, it's not. This is the exact week where people want to quit. Holidays, stress, money flying out the door, which it is. But this is the moment where your consistency matters the most. Future you is going to be so grateful you kept going. So week number 4 is officially stuffed in the binders. I am ready for Thanksgiving, ready for the kids to come home, which my youngest comes home tonight, and ready for one last cozy weekend of fall before we step into winter, our winter challenges. And that is super exciting. So thank you for hanging out with me today. If you like this video, please subscribe and leave a comment and come back for more cozy budgeting with me. Until next time, keep saving smarter, spending intentionally, and pouring into the life you love. I hope you